Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. Michael Voris filling in for Vic Faust. So far, still no word from the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops on a series of ongoing revelations that the group gives money to pro-abortion groups, pro-gay rights groups, and other organizations with deep ties to the Democratic Party agenda. The stories first broke over a week ago, and with the exception of a couple of bishops defending one individual staffer, there still has been absolutely no response to the charges. Meanwhile, new revelations keep emerging that one group after another that receives financial backing from the Bishops' Conference is engaged in partisan political activity, advancing the platform of the Democratic Party. Deep ties between consultants and employees of the Bishops' Conference and Democratic Party leadership or supporters are now coming to light. Critics are charging that the Bishops' Conference is sacrificing its credibility and moral standing as the scandal continues to widen. They also speculate, which is all they can do in the face of no response from the conference, that the current strategy on the part of the Bishops' Conference is to say nothing in hopes that the story will just go away. Critics, however, say that won't be happening. An online petition is now being introduced requesting that all funding to anti-Catholic groups cease immediately. Stay tuned to RealCatholicTV.com for continuing coverage. I'm Michael Voris. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure and check out the Vortex today, where we talk about the group the Bishops' Conference pays annual dues to, and it isn't pretty. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell your friends about us, and as always, God bless you. Hello everyone and welcome to the Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. This scandal at the Bishops' Conference is growing by leaps and bounds every day. In fact, it's gotten so big, the word scandal doesn't even seem to fit anymore. What this is turning into is the classic example of the old adage, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. And that's the real issue here. The company that the U.S. Bishops' Conference keeps is like a rogues gallery of groups and individuals opposed to church teaching. Now, we've already told you about one of them, the Center for Community Change, CCC for short, and their dedication to the homosexual rights agenda. Now, here's another one that we've touched on ever so briefly a couple of days ago, but with new, fresh information. It's called the Leadership Conference for Civil and Human Rights, LCCHR. It used to be called the Leadership Conference for Civil Rights, LCCR. They keep changing their name. It's wildly supportive of abortion and homosexual rights. And get this, the Bishops' Conference actually pays annual dues to belong to this outfit. I'm not kidding. Isn't there some pro-life pregnancy center or soup kitchen they could give that money to? Want to know some of what the LCCR supports? And by the way, you don't have to take my word for this. Just go to their website, civilrights.org, and check it all out for yourself. The link is in the box right next to me. So, back to what they support. They lobby Congress for gay rights. They oppose pro-life nominees for the federal bench, many of them and continuously. They oppose pro-life nominees for administration roles. They support federal legislation that blames the traditional family structure for discrimination against women. They hand out awards to Planned Parenthood. They produce literature claiming that homosexuality should be protected as a civil right. They lobbied in favor of laws forcing pro-lifers to stay far away from abortion mills. You get the picture? Now look, it's a free country, and if the LCCR wants to lobby for evil and throw their considerable weight behind an evil agenda, they're free to do so. But the Catholic Bishops' Conference is not. The Bishops' Conference's first obligation is to advance the teachings of the Church in order to save souls. Why is the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops in bed with one slimy, evil group after another? And as the revelations continue to come to light, why is the silence deafening from the conference itself? Not one of these charges has been denied or rebuked, and this is very important to remember. They have not denied one of these charges. But that would be a little difficult since all the proof is right there in black and white on the internet for the whole world to see. So the question isn't, why isn't the Bishops' Conference denying these charges? The question is, why is the Bishops' Conference aligned with these groups in the first place? Until a mea culpa comes out of the Bishops' headquarters, we have no choice except to consider the old statement looks to be true. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.